I'm Audrey Wiggins, here with another webisode of Make Something Happen. I'm here today with my friend Linda Woodard, and she's going to bring to us and talk to us today about workforce and career development. Is that right, Linda?
Yes, I'm so happy to be here this morning.
Thank you. I'm glad that you came. We look forward to hearing more about that. Before we go into that, we just want to have one word from our sponsors. Okay, we're back now with Linda Woodard. I want to give you a little bit of background on Linda. She has over 19 years experience in workforce and career development. And in 2011, she actually returned for a second tour of duty, as she likes to put it, to Cuyahoga Community College in their workforce development division in the acronym of WEDD, W-E-D-D. There, she works with a team that provides support for students and ensure their program success, including placement assistance, and to secure employment upon the program completion. And that's an important thing, helping our young people to grow and move forward in what they're doing. Well, Linda, give us a little bit of background about that, how you got started. Let's go from there.
Okay, great. Actually, right now I'm doing passion work.
Okay.
I call it passion work. But I actually started out my career as a mechanical engineer.
Yes.
And after climbing on top of buildings to look into gearboxes and working on huge presses, I got kind of bored with that.
Okay.
And wound up kind of bending my own arrow into what is education and training. And I found that to be quite interesting, but more so very rewarding. And from there, I've kind of gone through some pre-collegiate types of programs, and ultimately ending up at Tri-C in the workforce division. And it has just been a wonderful experience helping people improve the quality of life, learning a new skill, being able to provide for their families, and working with a team of people that actually make a difference in people's lives. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm back for a second tour.
Okay.
And just am loving every day of what I'm doing.
That's awesome. How many people can say that you actually love your job? When you're helping someone, as you speak of a passion, that's key. Hi, I'm Audrey Wiggins again with Make Something Happen. Wanted to share with you some products from one of our sponsors, Soul Purpose. We have some independent reps, and we have some of what we call their solid scents. So we want to try some of these. Linda, you might let's get some different scents there. I've got quite a few there. This one is Australian sandalwood. Let's see how this one smells. Smells like a handsome man.
Let me see. Oh, that's got a nice smell to it.
Let's see what else we have.
Nice and rugged.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
That. I like that.
What else we have? Just pick one. Let's see.
Let's try this one right here.
Okay, what's that one?
Let's see. This one is called Soul for Purpose.
Hollywood Fresh.
Hollywood Fresh.
Okay, West Coast.
West Coast. Oh, I like that. That's real fresh.
Oops. Hence the name.
It does have a fresh smell to it.
Yeah, absolutely, it does.
Now, is that for male or female?
This one, it was created for men, but what I've learned over the past couple of years is that women actually like this scent.
Because I probably would. Let me
you probably would wear it. I've sold it to women.
Yeah, I probably would wear it. It smells pretty good.
Yeah, so these are solid scents. These are what the owner, Nadine Thompson, likes to coin as your take anywhere, uncomplicated, simple, solid scents. You can throw them in your bag or your pocket. And so you don't have to worry about leakage
and how
or
do
anything
you
like
use
that.
those? You just kind of dab them on?
You just grab a little bit. I think these are not used. These are like our samples, so we won't dig our fingers in here. I want to say that these are dealing with all natural products. You don't want to stick your fingers and things like that in your products because there's different types of bacteria on our skin. It can actually change the texture or the scent of your product. But normally you just grab a little bit of that and you rub it again on your pulse points of like you would any other cologne or perfume, same places.
Let me smell that one. Don't try to keep it to yourself. Let me smell that.
This is one of my favorites. This is called Zanzibar Girls Club.
That is
So
nice.
it's warm,
I like
and it's really nice.
I like that.
Yeah, I
It's
like
got a
that one
nice, soft, subtle smell to it.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, let's get the last one.
Okay, the last one here is Haitian vetiver pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is another unisex one too. Girl, I'll go
Okay.
first.
Let me see.
And also, I want to let you know that most of the scents they come in a you have your solid scent, you have a bath and shower gel, lotion, custard, and their flagship product of the Shea Butter Bombs. So you get your Shea Butter blends, your highly moisturizing for your skin, things you can use all year round. And there's also candles made of soy, so they burn cleaner and they burn longer. So we're gonna put these away and we'll talk about some other things later. Yeah. So thank you. So check out below your screen near the website where you can learn more about these products. Okay, Linda, we've left off. We want to hear more about the LDW Group.
Okay, as I said, the LDW Group is my outlet to be able to provide services for agencies and organizations that need program design and development, an outlet for professionals to get some professional development around resumes, career portfolios. There's this one particular training course that I teach called the Career Development Facilitator Training, which is a course that the National Career Development Association sponsors for folks that are interested in getting an industry recognized credential in career development called the Global Career Development Facilitator. And I instruct that. I'm a certified instructor for that. In fact, I'm the only certified instructor in the state of Ohio that's certified to instruct the e-learning version of this course. And I've been doing that since 2009. So I'm really happy about how that's coming along. And,
Excuse me.
And the company provides me the outlet to be able to work a full-time job and still do some stuff that I like. And, I tell people all the time that, if you have things that you're skilled in, you'd be surprised that people might pay for you to do some of that.
Absolutely. I want to speak to that real quick because you made mention of, of working full-time and then doing something that you like on the side. There was a time that, I don't know if some of you may remember the term moonlighting.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't even want you, there was a spot on job applications where there was, they would, do you have another job or do you moonlight? The word was actually on the application. But nowadays, it's encouraged, it's okay to do something on the side, another business, or like you spoke of earlier, was doing something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, well, nowadays, Audrey, we have to, just because of the way the economy is, we have to have multiple streams of income into our households.
Yes.
And I believe that, and at the time when I was working for Trustee the first time, I was in that mindset that I would have this job until retirement. That's not a reality anymore. We're all working a temporary assignment. And if you think for one moment that your job is going to last you forever, please, I know firsthand that you need to really make sure that your skills are up to date. Your resume, if you're working a full-time job, that your resume is always updated and ready to be handed out at the drop of a hat. Because you never know when you're in a situation where you're going to have to look. I like to be in a position where I bend my own arrow instead of me getting my arrow bent, which is what happened to me the first time I was at Tracy. But, everything happens for a reason, and God is always in the plan, which is why I have the LDW Group. I really believe that it's ministry for me, ministry for me to be able to provide services for people. And everything that I've done with that company, I started out with one service, and the Lord has just provided me with another service and another service, and it's really been based upon what people have come to me and asked for. And you're surprised. I'm surprised that I guess I'm still always surprised that you know, people value what you do. You think that you don't have value, or
Yes.
you don't know the impact of what you're doing until people come and tell you, well, can you help me with the resume? You should be charging people for this.
Absolutely.
Charging people? I do charge people now for resume preparation. And that has evolved even to this whole career portfolioing.
Okay, share. Give us more information about I've heard about that.
Yeah, career portfolios, and as part of the CDF, the Career Development Facilitator training that I do, career portfolios is part of what they have to do, participants have to do as a requirement of the program. You have to develop a career portfolio for yourself or for someone else. I recommend strongly and urge my students to do a career portfolio on yourself, because that's something that is an experience. It involves you actually finding out all the great things that you've done over your career.
So that could be encouraging, self-encouraging.
It is, and you'll find out that you're much greater than what you even know you are. When you have to start looking up your artifacts, like certificates, you know, publications, things that you've authored, various certifications that you have, and you start collecting those to put it together in a document. I would say 99% of the students that have gone through say that this has been the most valuable experience that they've done over their career, because now you have a collected sampling of your greatness.
Okay.
And you could present that in a variety of ways.
Okay, you brought actual samples with you to share with us, right?
Samples.
Yeah, let's see what you have here.
Actually, a career portfolio is pretty much a document that you use in an interview.
Okay.
This is not what you would present when you're first applying. As you know, most of the time when you apply for a job, you're applying online, so you submit a resume and a cover letter. But once you're able to land the interview, in these times you got to do something that's different, something that's going to stand out. And because there are so many people in the market right now who have PhDs and master's degrees that are applying for jobs, you need to leave your interview with an impact. And career portfolios oftentimes help us do this. And this document basically details some basic things like a cover letter that's specific to the job that you're going to interview for, a resume with some recommendations, references, and then other things like certifications, credentials, anything that's particular and specific to that job that you're interviewing for. You come in with several of these, depending on if it's a panel interview. You have 5 or 6 of these, and you pass these out. And the first thing people say is, wow, you know, they really went above and beyond the call of duty.
Right. So would they leave this, you know, with the panel or the individual when they leave the interview?
Yes, it is designed that this is a handout. That once you leave the interview, people will know a lot of information about you. And first, most of all, you bring multiple copies of your resume document as well. But with your career portfolio, you're leaving that as well, so you have a lasting impression of yourself as your whole self when you leave the interview. And people can then go back and they can read the recommendations that people write about you, see the certifications that you have, and you can get as elaborate as you want to get with this document without getting gaudy. You want to be professional and sophisticated, and we do these in the LDW group for people as a service. You can get as elaborate as having a cover of your portfolio that's actually customized binder with your information inside, or you can do something as simple as a spiral bound or a bound, some kind of binding on a document that's your career portfolio. People used to say, you know, career portfolios, why do I have to do that?
Yes.
How bad do you want the job? And what else do you want to present that you wouldn't normally be able to present on an interview? So it provides another outlet for you to leave a whole impression on the interview panel.
Okay.
So it's a great exercise for people to go through.
Absolutely. And what other ways can this career portfolio be put together in this age of technology? I'm all about green, and so we want an electronic version. Tell us, how that you'll put it together and how you would present that. Because I don't know how would it be presented in an interview or before or after, pre-post.
Yes, career portfolios can be done in two ways. You can do it as a hard copy version, as I just showed, or you can do what we call an e-portfolio, which is an electronic version of the same thing. I also do that through the LDW Group and provide that service. Electronic portfolios are just what they are. They provide you with a URL that you can send to an employer that they can open up, and it's basically just like a website with tabs about yourself. So you'd have a tab for a cover letter, a tab for your references, your resume, certifications, the same things that are in your hard copy. One of the great things about the electronic version is that once you finish your interview, and say you don't bring a hard copy, you decide to do an E, you can thank the interview panel by sending them a thank you email with your URL of your portfolio attached. And then that person can open it up and have that same information, and you can get elaborate as you want to with video in your portfolio. You can do PowerPoint in your portfolio. I have several portfolios that I use for training proposals, as well as I have some for career portfolios as well. So there's a variety of ways that you can use this portfolio. And as professional development, when you're a career or workforce development professional, it's really important that we know about technology.
Absolutely.
In the CDF course that I teach, one of the core competencies, there's 12 of them. One of them is technology. And it's real important as we serve the end user, which are people who are trying to find jobs. We need to help them be more technology savvy. And if we're not aware of things like career portfolios and online profiles and how to Google yourself and how to have a basic LinkedIn account, we are remiss in helping the people that we serve. So technology is really, really key to what we do in workforce development and career development. And the LDW Group tries to stay ahead, or at least up to speed with technology in what we do and helping our customers.
Okay, that's awesome. Linda, tell us where they can find more information, about you, about the courses. Where can they get more information?
Well, you can go directly, since we're in the world of technology, I try to drive everybody to the website. The website is www.ldwgroup.biz, as in biz. And pretty much there, I have everything. I have a blog there. I have the kind of website that I have right now is a blog website. I push out a blog every quarter, and I highlight someone who has gone through my training course, and then that drives people to the website. So on the website, you'll find a tab for career portfolio service, and you can find out other services there. So you can enroll in my courses there. And so the website serves as kind of a portal for everything I do. I try to drive everybody to the website, and I try to keep it updated very often with new information.
All right. What are those? You talked about core competencies. You said there were 12 of them. Are those the competencies? Those are the things that you teach in your workforce development? Tell us what those are.
Well, the Career Development Facilitator Training Program, which is a program that is designed for people who are working in career development. Those are the people that work in one-stop centers, career centers in colleges and universities. Those are the folks that normally would take this course because they want the credential. NCDA, which is the National Career Development Association, and Oakland University back in 2006 created this course back in the 90s, called CDF training. It was an in-class course that usually took around 6 to 9 months to complete They came back in '08 and decided to put together an e-version of this course, which is a kind of a hybrid course. It still has the 12 core competencies that they require that career development professionals need to know. And those competencies range from helping skills to training clients and peers, learning about labor market information, assessment, technology, promotion, consultation and supervising, employability skills. And those 12 core competencies are the competencies that all of us that work in career development, we should be grounded in. Once you finish the course, you've mastered those 12 core competencies, and then you go on and through the Center for Credentialing and Education, they issue the credential of the Global CDF. And after you've mastered those competencies, you've gathered a tremendous amount of resources to help your customers in across those 12 core competencies. And so I love the course because it helps us get on kind of a standard understanding of what we as career practitioners need to know when we're helping our customers and help them finding jobs, helping them do job search. So everybody that I work with on my real job, my daytime job, they're all global CDF trained, and I'm actually an adjunct for Tri-C. And I'm also getting ready to train the Career Center staff at Tri-C to become global CDF. So
awesome.
It's really moving forward in Ohio. Ohio is kind of a state that is taking a little bit longer to get up to speed in a lot of different workforce development areas. This particular credential is very prominent in the Carolinas and Michigan because Oakland University is outside of Detroit, so it's very saturated with CDFs up there.
So let me ask you then. So your clients then are national at this point then?
Absolutely. The course is a standardized course that the curriculum is developed and revised by the NCDA. I'm just a certified instructor, so it's not something that I created. The course is taught internationally, so there's an application for a global CDF after you take the course in Japan and Canada and Australia and China and some other countries.
That's exciting. So when they go to your blog, they'll be able to see those other countries where they can take your class.
Absolutely. As long as you have access to the internet, you'll be able to take the course. The course is hybrid. There are a couple of face-to-face sessions that we do. If you're outside of the country and cannot make it, we have technology to be able to do the face-to-face sessions through technology. We Skype, we Adobe Connect, we My Video Talk, TV. We do whatever we need to do to get the face-to-face done with the instructors. So technology has really brought us together here.
That's what I love about that. If I could just interject there, you had mentioned My Video Talk. This Make Something Happen is actually produced on that platform. So I just want to let our audience know that.
Yeah, My Video Talk has been a wonderful addition for the LDW group because it has really expanded what I do with my students. I'm able now to do my own boardrooms where I actually now can do some face-to-face sessions throughout the course because the course is predominantly online, and my students always say, can we kind of get together before the last face-to-face in between the 13 weeks that they're online, and My Video Talk has provided me with that capability to do that. So I shoot out these fantastic video emails. They're so sick of getting my video email, but they actually love them because I like to change my outfits on them every week, and I send those out. So, technology has just really expanded what I do through the LDW group, and companies like My Video Talk has afforded me the opportunity to broaden what I do to help people.
Great, that's absolutely awesome. We're going to take a commercial break, and I will be right back with Linda Woodard and the LDW Group. Well, Linda, we're back from our commercial break. Wanted to ask you one last question. If you can just, in a couple of minutes, maybe summarize, or what advice do you have for our viewing audience? I like the fact that you're still working and you're working your business. There, has to, a balance has to be created there, and that's important for people to know. That you don't just jump out there and start your own business. I mean, you have all your finances and certain things, all lined up, but there's a lot to learn, and sometimes to be able to have that cushion and the still to get out there, that's important. So tell us about being a dual role.
Well, you know what? Sometimes life will force you into thinking outside of the box and doing something that you wouldn't normally think you have the capability to do. But I say step out on faith, because that's what I did when I started the LDW Group. It really only took $125 to set up an LLC.
That's right.
You go to the state of Ohio's website and you pull off the LLC application, you pick out your name, and you actually send in a certified check, and there you have a business that's registered with the state of Ohio. But it's a little bit more than that. You need to know what you have to offer and whether somebody can benefit from that. So you can,
and if it's a service that someone would pay for. That's
absolutely.
Yes.
What I did when I started was I started with a piece of paper, and I put down things that I thought I could do, and then on the other side it was pay on the top. So some of these things that I had, I said, oh, I can do this. People pay yes or no.
Okay.
Yes, no, yes, no. And the yeses outweigh the no's. And that led me to believe that I really could put something together, a business, a small business that people could benefit, and it will provide some benefit into my household. And I tell people, don't be afraid to step out. As long as what you're doing is not impacting your day job. I'm able to work and do the LDW Group on the weekends and in the evenings, where I'm not going against my 8 to 5 job, so I'm not imposing what I'm doing during my regular work hours. I'm not doing anything unethical.
Yes.
And that's important, that you do not, mix the two. Even if your boss says it's okay, it's not cool to work your side job on your main job. So the services that I provide allow me to work in the evening and on weekends, but it has provided me with another stream of income, actually multiple streams of income into my household. And one last thing I'd like to let folks know is that remember that as you start businesses and you're trying to develop your own entrepreneurial spirit here, don't think that your business has to outweigh your daytime job. You can still maintain a daytime job and still have a small business on the side. There are a lot of resources out there for minority businesses and women businesses. I'm also a minority business enterprise as an MBE, as well as an edge business in the state of Ohio. And you can just, there's so many resources out there for us. I say step out and see where it takes you.
Okay.
And you'll find that you can network with a lot of people, and it's truly provided me with the opportunity to not only benefit my household, but to help other people.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we want to thank Linda Woodard for being here today and sharing of her company, the LDW Group, in workforce and career development. You heard it from an expert. She's also told us about owning your own business and still working in the workforce. So check with your state or your local assembly or Providence regarding the credentials you need and the process and the steps you need to go through to do that. Well, our time has gone by very quickly. I want to thank you again for spending your time with us on Let's Make Something Happen.